For thousands of years, Dagestan stood as a fortress of survival, where empires rose, fell, and vanished. But not everything disappeared. Outlasting the Persians, Mongols, Tsarist armies, and Soviets, the land remains. Preserving its secrets through stone, silence, and wide, untouched terrain. In this often overlooked region, the Tobot waterfall, one of the highest in the North Caucasus, plunges into a rugged gorge, its echo carrying the weight of time. High in the mountains, the ghost village of Gamsutl still clings to the cliffs, its empty stone houses a silent reminder of a once self-sustaining community. And atop the heights of Gunib fortress, the memory of the final battle of the Caucasian War still resonates through the stone. Stay with me as we uncover Dagestan's forgotten wonders, places so remote most maps barely whisper their names. Chokh settlement is an ancient settlement recognised as a key archaeological and cultural site in the mountainous region of the northeast Caucasus. It has been instrumental in establishing the chronology of early human activity in the area. In fact, the region's gene pool shows a strong continuity with ancient populations, with some genetic lineages traceable back around 6,000 years. This suggests that the people living in the area today are direct descendants of some of the earliest settlers. It is also notable for its multi-layered cultural deposits that span the Mesolithic, Neolithic, and Bronze Ages. The Chokh terraces are a distinctive feature of the settlement's landscape. These agricultural terraces were constructed to maximise arable land on steep mountain slopes and are an example of early engineering adapted to challenging terrain. They enabled efficient water management and soil conservation, supporting the growth of crops in an otherwise inhospitable environment. Terraced farming contributed to the economic prosperity of the settlement and allowed for population growth and the establishment of stable communities in the mountains. Khunzakh Canyon is a deep chasm carved into a mountain plateau, known for its vertical cliffs and the powerful waterfalls that plunge into its depths. The canyon is directly linked to the Khunzakh Plateau, a high, flat expanse that appears suddenly interrupted by sheer drops. The site is notable for its accessibility. Visitors can view the canyon and its waterfalls from multiple vantage points or descend to the bottom for more immersion. Near the canyon, the stone mosque stands as a significant religious and architectural site. It is one of the oldest mosques in Russia, dating back to the 8th century. Tobot waterfall is one of the highest waterfalls in the North Caucasus. It is formed by the Tobot River, which plunges from the edge of the plateau into the canyon below. The waterfall's flow can vary dramatically with the seasons, sometimes splitting into several streams, or drying up except during periods of snowmelt. It is especially powerful in spring when fed by melting snow. There are multiple viewing platforms and the site is easily accessible, making it a frequent stop for travellers. Gamsutl is an abandoned mountain village, often called the Machu Picchu of Dagestan, perched high on a ridge and reachable only by a narrow rocky path. Its name comes from the Avar language and means at the foot of the Khan's fortress, reflecting its origins as a stronghold founded by Avar Khans. the Khan is believed to have lived at the summit, with his army settled on the slopes below. Throughout its long history, it was never conquered by any army, including Russian forces, which failed to breach its natural fortifications. Many of the houses are partly carved into the mountainside, and the construction used local stone and clay, with roofs made from beams, earth and straw. At its peak, Gamsutl had around 300 homes and up to 3,000 inhabitants. Mount Mayak is recognised as the highest point of the Gunib Plateau, which has been a strategic site for centuries. It is most notable for being the site where Imam Shamil, the leader of North Caucasian resistance to Imperial Russia in the 1800s, was captured. This event marked the end of the Caucasian War in the 19th century. The plateau and mountain have been shaped by both natural processes and human activity, with weather conditions that can change rapidly. Visitors have reported sudden hailstorms and dramatic shifts in climate during their climbs. Gunib village is a historic mountain settlement most widely known as the exact site where Imam Shamil made his final stand during the Caucasian War. The village later served as an administrative centre during the Russian Empire and later as the capital of the Ganibsky district. It is depicted in a famous painting by Aiwazowski, who was inspired by the unique mountain landscape. The village is situated on a plateau, with its layout spanning several levels, including the upper area with the fortress, a central area with administrative buildings, and a lower residential sector. The area surrounding it is also characterised by its unusually high number of sunny days, reportedly around 300 per year. Built by Russian soldiers after the Caucasian War, the Gunib fortress was designed to serve as a fortification and administrative centre to secure control over the highlands. The fortress wall extends for several kilometres and was constructed with significant thickness and height to withstand attacks. It was here that Imam Shamil ultimately surrendered to Russian forces. The mountain slopes around Gunib are also marked by ancient agricultural terraces, like many others. Other than agriculture, the terraces also serve to conserve soil moisture and prevent erosion, which is vital in the region's dry climate. Ingenious irrigation systems, including man-made canals and wooden aqueducts, brought water from rivers to the terraces, ensuring crops could be grown even during hot summers. Terracing is considered one of the most significant engineering achievements of ancient mountain societies, fundamentally altering both the landscape and community life. Today, many terraces are still visible, though some are now used for grazing rather than farming. Sulak Canyon is recognised as the deepest canyon in Europe, formed by the Sulak River cutting through the mountainous terrain. It stretches for over 50 kilometers and reaches depths that surpass even the Grand Canyon in the United States. The canyon exposes a unique geological record with rock layers from the Cretaceous, Jurassic, and Tertiary periods. These layers contain ancient fossils, providing valuable information for scientific study. Additionally, the geological formations in the canyon are among the most complete in the world. The Sulak River is the force behind the canyon's creation. It originates from the confluence of the Andi-Koisu and Avar-Koisu rivers, then flows through the Chokh Reservoir before entering the canyon. The river continues northeast, eventually reaching the Caspian Sea. Its waters supply the capital city of the region via a canal, making it vital for both the environment and human settlement. Chokh Dam is a major engineering project located on the Sulak River, upstream from the canyon. It is the tallest arched dam in the region and creates the Chokh Reservoir, the largest in the North Caucasus. The dam was constructed for hydroelectric power production and supports a 1,000 megawatt power station, supplying energy to the surrounding region. It was built using arch technology, transferring the force of the water to the surrounding rock. Kubachi is a mountain village renowned for its centuries-old tradition of metalworking, especially in silver, known as Kubachi silver. The name Kubachi is derived from the Turkish word for makers of weapons, and the village is mentioned in Persian chronicles as Zerigeran, meaning place of chainmail makers. Artisans here produce swords, daggers, jewellery, tableware, and intricate filigree objects. Each item is unique, with no two pieces sharing the same design. The Kubachi Tower, also known as Tlyaratinsky, is located on a hill in the old part of Kubachi. The tower is a cylindrical stone structure that was once part of a larger medieval fortress, which today houses a historical museum. Lake Kazenoy is known as the largest and deepest lake in the Caucasus Mountains. It sits at a high altitude on the Indian Ridge and covers an area of about 2.4 square kilometres. The lake's maximum depth reaches around 74 metres, making it deeper than many other lakes in the region. In winter, its surface freezes, while in summer the water remains cold, around 5 degrees Celsius. The lake's waters are well oxygenated year-round, supporting plankton and aquatic life. The ancient mountain village of Gore is defined by its cluster of stone tower houses, which resemble similar defensive structures found in other Caucasian regions. These towers, originally 7 in number, served both as dwellings and fortifications against raids and invasions. Only 4 towers remain standing today, as the others have collapsed due to neglect and the harsh mountain climate. The original settlement was abandoned in the mid-20th century, with residents relocating to the valley below, forming New Gore. Tlyaratinsky Nature Reserve is a protected area located on the steep northern slopes of the Greater Caucasus Range and the southwestern spurs of the lateral ridge. Its landscape features a unique mix of snow-covered peaks, alpine meadows, and ancient forests. The reserve was created to protect rare and endangered species and their habitats in the highlands, making it a significant site for conservation and scientific research. Over 600 species of higher plants grow in the reserve, including 17 species listed as rare or endangered. Interestingly, the reserve's mountain lakes are warm enough for swimming in summer, despite their high altitude. Tlyarata is the administrative centre of the district and the main gateway to the reserve. It is a rural locality set in a mountainous area near the borders with neighbouring countries. Known for its small population and traditional mountain lifestyle, the area is also notable as the hometown of world champion boxer Sultan Ibragimov. Griffon vultures are prominent residents of Tlyaratinsky Nature Reserve, inhabiting the cliffs and canyons of Dagestan. These large scavenging birds play a crucial ecological role by consuming animal carcasses, thus preventing the spread of disease. They are known for their impressive wingspan, light brown plumage, and sparse downy feathers on their heads and necks, which help keep them clean while feeding. The birds typically roost in colonies and soar on thermal currents, covering large distances in search of food. Their efficient soaring and thermoregulation adaptations allow them to thrive in the high-altitude, mountainous environment of the reserve. They can live for over 40 years and are not considered threatened, but their populations are sensitive to changes in farming practices and human activity. The settlement of Dubki is recognised for its unique position near the Sulak Canyon, one of the deepest canyons in Europe. Many tours and excursions into the canyon, including boat rides and observation deck visits, begin here. Its name typically means little oaks in Russian, reflecting the presence of oak trees or groves in or around the area. Glavriba Bridge is another notable feature near Dubki, spanning the Sulak River in the canyon region and providing a route to the Glavriba complex. Local guides sometimes use the bridge as a starting or ending point for excursions. Uruk Sota is primarily associated with the Uruk River, a significant waterway originating in the glaciers of the Greater Caucasus. The river is known in its upper reaches as Kavers and flows northeast to join the Terek River. It has historically served as a boundary and a natural route through the mountains, influencing settlement patterns and trade in the region. Sarykum is a massive sand dune, recognised as the largest in Europe and one of the highest in Eurasia. Its name comes from the Kumyk language, meaning yellow sand, which describes both its colour and composition. Sarykum is located in a protected area within the Dagestan Nature Reserve, set apart by its unusual presence among mountains and steppes, far from any desert or coastline. It stands out as a natural anomaly, as a dune rising on rocky clay soil where no other sand formations exist nearby, with its creation still debated by scientists. Derbent is considered one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the region. Its strategic location on a narrow strip of land between the Caucasus Mountains and the Caspian Sea made it a vital point for controlling movement along the Silk Road and defending against invasions from the north. The city's name comes from the Persian Derbent, meaning closed gate or gateway, reflecting its historic function as a fortified barrier between the Eurasian steppes and the Middle East. Narin-Kala Fortress is a well-preserved ancient Persian fortress in Derbent. Built on a hill overlooking the city and the Caspian Sea, its origins trace back to the 6th century under the Sasanian ruler Khosrow. The fortress includes thick stone walls, towers, gates and remnants of palaces, baths and water supply systems. Archaeological excavations are ongoing, revealing layers of history from the Persian, Arab and Russian periods. The Church of the Holy All-Saviour is an Armenian church built in the 19th century in the Armenian quarter of Derbent. The church features cross-domed architecture and was restored after damage during the Civil War. It now functions as part of the Derbent State, Historical, Architectural and Art Museum Reserve, housing exhibits of local arts and crafts. The Lun-class Ekranoplan, known as the Caspian Sea Monster, is a unique Soviet-era ground effect vehicle, now located on the Caspian coast near Derbent. Constructed in 1987, it is the only operational warship of its kind ever constructed. The Lun could skim just meters above the water's surface at high speeds, carrying anti-ship missiles intended for stealthy naval attacks. After retirement, the Lun was moved to the coast near Derbent, where it is intended to become the centrepiece of a military-themed park. However, it currently remains on the beach, drawing visitors and attention for its futuristic appearance. The roads of Dagestan are known for their challenging terrain and strategic role in connecting mountain villages, trade routes, and neighbouring regions. Historically, these routes formed part of the ancient Silk Road, linking the Caspian Sea with the interior of Eurasia. Many roads and passes are named after the regions, valleys, or ethnic groups they cross or connect. For example, the Avarit-Kakheti Road is named for the Avar region in Dagestan and the Kakheti region in Georgia. As the crossroads of Eurasia, the network of roads has shaped the movement of people, goods, and armies for centuries. Makhachkala is the capital and largest city of Dagestan, located on the western shore of the Caspian Sea. Originally founded as a Russian fortress named Petrovskoye in the mid-19th century, it became a city known as Petrovsk Port, before being renamed Makhachkala in 1921, after the Dagestani revolutionary Makhach Dakadayev. The city covers a large area and is a major seaport, serving as an important economic, educational, scientific, and cultural centre in the North Caucasus region. Yusuf Bey Kami, also known as the Grand Mosque of Makhachkala, is the city's main mosque and one of the largest in the region. Construction began in 1991 with funding from a wealthy Turkish family and was completed in 1998. The mosque was later expanded to accommodate up to 17,000 worshippers. Irganayskoye Vodochranilische, also known as the Irganay Reservoir, is one of the largest artificial lakes in the mountainous region of Dagestan. The reservoir is notable for its size and the unique colour of its water, often described as emerald or turquoise. It is a popular destination for visitors seeking natural beauty, tranquility, and mountain views. The Caucasus Mountains form a vast mountain system stretching between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, marking a natural boundary at the intersection of Europe and Asia. The range is divided into two main chains, the Greater Caucasus to the north and the Lesser Caucasus to the south. The region is known for its rugged peaks, deep valleys, and complex geology, having formed from the collision of the Arabian and Eurasian tectonic plates. The highest peak, Mount Elbrus, rises above all others in the area and is one of the tallest in Europe. In Greek legend, it is the setting for the punishment of Prometheus and the quest for the Golden Fleece. The region is home to some of the earliest evidence of human habitation outside Africa, with fossils from the Dmanisi site dating back 1.8 million years. The Kabarda or Kabardin horse is a breed native to the Caucasus Mountains, renowned for its endurance, agility, and ability to thrive in harsh mountain conditions. These horses have been bred for centuries by mountain tribes using bloodlines from steppe breeds such as the Karabakh, Arabian, and Turkoman. Their blood has a heightened capacity for oxygenation, enabling them to perform at high altitudes where other horses struggle. Kabardas are also famous for their ability to find their way home in dense fog or darkness. The breed is typically kept in herds, moving to alpine meadows in summer and returning to lower pastures in winter. They require minimal care and are used for riding, packing, and even harness work, such as mowing hay on steep slopes. This is Dagestan, a land of hidden wonders and remarkable architectural marvels. Now, if you don't want to miss the most unreal wonders of Montana, check out this video.